If you've been thinking about changing careers because you're unhappy at work, but you haven't taken action to make it happen yet, you are probably believing one of 3 lies that are keeping you stuck in that miserable job that you hate. These lies are so common that I hear them from women almost every time I'm working with a new client, and they are absolutely completely sabotaging your ability to find work that actually excites you. So in today's video, I want to expose these 3 lies. I want to show you why these lies are not true and give you the real truth that will help you finally take action on changing careers. Plus, I'm also going to share with you a simple framework. You know, I love my frameworks that you can use right now to start breaking free from these limiting beliefs. If you're new here, hello. And if you're a regular viewer, welcome back. I'm Dr. Tega, a career coach who helps women leave miserable jobs that they hate and land higher paying, more fulfilling jobs. I do this work because I've been there feeling stuck and unhappy in a miserable job that I hate and have been able to come out on the other side. And now I'm on a mission to help more women experience the joy, the satisfaction, and the confidence from doing work that aligns with and matches the talents God has given you. Let's get into today's video. Okay. So before we dive into the lies, I want to paint a picture of what I see happening with so many women that I work with, really talented women. You've been in your current job for years, maybe 8, 10, 15 years, and you know it's not right for you. You've actually known it's not right for you for over 5 years. You dread Monday mornings. You feel like you're wasting your potential. You're emotionally exhausted by the end of every day. You've probably even started looking at job boards, like you're out here scrolling job boards at 2 a.m. thinking about what else you can do. But then these thoughts creep in. What if I can't find anything better? What if I'm not qualified for anything else? What if I have to start over and take a massive pay cut to do work I love? So you stay. You convince yourself that maybe it's not that bad. Maybe you're just being ungrateful. Maybe this is just what work is supposed to feel like. But girl, none of this is true. None of that is true. And those thoughts are keeping you stuck because they're not facts. They're lies. And I know they're lies because I have helped multiple women break free from those exact limiting beliefs and land careers that they're genuinely excited about, often with significant salary increases. I know they're lies because I have had to overcome them in my own career journey. So let me break down these 3 biggest lies that are holding you back so we can get you into a fulfilling career ASAP. So the first lie is, if I change careers, I will have to start over from scratch. This one is probably the biggest fear I hear from women, and I understand why it's so scary. You have worked hard to build your experience, your salary, your reputation. You've been with your company and your industry for years. The thought of throwing it all away and starting at the entry level feels scary. Again, rightfully so. But here's the truth. You don't have to start over. You absolutely don't. You already have transferable skills, valuable experience, and unique strengths that you can position and can be repositioned for different roles and industries. Let me give you a real life example to make this more real. I had a client that I worked with a couple of years ago who was an engineer. She was miserable and exhausted in her work. Like when she came to me, she actually told me that she once passed out in the bathroom from work stress. Passed out from work stress. Girl. And she falsely thought that if she wanted to change careers, she would have to start from the bottom somewhere else, which was why she ended up staying in her job for so long. But when we worked together, we identified that her core skills and values were aligned with a job in teaching. We did my career discovery research process and figured out that she wanted to move into teaching, and we mapped out what that transition would look like for her. Now, not only did she transition into teaching once she got over her fears, but because she got over her fears, she paid off debt. She took off some time to heal before starting her new job. And that way she went into her new job feeling just better, calmer, more grounded in herself and in her skill set. The key here is learning how to identify your transferable skills and communicate them effectively. Most women focus so much on their job title or industry instead of the actual abilities that they have developed. So here's something that I want you to do to help you identify your transferable skills. Make a list of the top 5 accomplishments you remember having in your career over the last, I would say, year. And for each accomplishment, try to think about the skills that you have done, or rather I should say the skills that you used to have those accomplishments. If you're struggling to find the skills, take the accomplishments you wrote down, put them in an AI tool, and say something like, help me identify the skills that I used to achieve these accomplishments. And you'll be surprised at all the transferable skills that you'll see listed out if you can't identify them yourself. I should say that when my clients work with me in my group program, Find Your Fulfilling Career, they get access to a list of literally over 200 transferable skills. Like, my clients are always legit shocked when they discover all the skills that they have that they had totally forgotten about. But anyway, back to this activity and exercise. Once you identify those skills, you'll see that these are skills that can likely be applied in multiple industries and roles. Okay. So doing this is just the beginning, like I said, of what I teach in my program and in my free training, Leave Your Miserable Job. In that free training, I actually show you exactly how to identify and position your transferable skills so you can transition careers without starting over. You can read the description for more details about the training. Now, the second lie is I need more education, certifications, or qualifications before I can change careers. If you are a information junkie, just raise your hand right now. Raise your hand. And I'm raising my hand like, yo, I have a whole PhD. You know I'm an information junkie. But this lie keeps women stuck for years. They think that they need to go back to school, get another degree, or complete really expensive certification programs before they can even think about changing careers. And that couldn't be further from the truth. Because what you have to realize is that a degree or certificate is just more information. It's not new skills. Not to mention, most career changes don't require additional formal education. They usually require strategic positioning of what you already have. Now, I'm not saying that additional education is never valuable. In some roles, you actually need it, but using it as a requirement before you even explore career change is often just a way for you to avoid taking action. So here's what I want you to do today to get over this lie. I want you today, go look at job postings for roles that interest you. And I guarantee that if you pay attention, you will find that most of the requirements are about skills and experience, not specific degrees or certifications. And even when they list degree requirements in the job descriptions, many employers are usually willing to consider equivalent experience, which you probably have because you've been working for 12 years. The truth is that you probably have way more qualifications than you think. You just need help seeing them and communicating them effectively so you can make a change and land a higher paying job. By the way, if you're finding this video helpful so far, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons below so that way you don't miss any future videos from me. And it also lets YouTube know that this video is worth sharing with more people. Thank you. The third and final lie is that there aren't any good jobs out there that pay well and are fulfilling. And candidly, this is just scarcity mindset. This is a scarcity mindset that keeps a lot of women settling in miserable jobs where they're unhappy day in and day out. A lot of us have believed the lie that work is supposed to be hard, that work is supposed to be miserable, that you can't have both good pay and fulfillment, and that all jobs have major downsides. But this just isn't true. There are legit millions of jobs out there. And yes, many of those jobs are both fulfilling and well-paying. The problem is that most people don't know how to find those jobs. Like, I remember working with another client who was a teacher for 16 years and had been unhappy for more than 8 of those years. She was feeling completely drained, completely uninspired. She had this 1-hour commute each way that would cause her to be on the road for 2 hours. And she talked about how she would miss bedtime with her kids and she was just sick of her job, but she had no idea what else she could do. She was convinced that she couldn't do anything but teach because it's all she's done. She thought that if she wanted fulfillment, she would have to take a massive pay cut or work for a nonprofit. But again, through my career discovery research system, she actually discovered roles that she didn't even know existed. She found companies and cultures that aligned with her values, positions like actual job postings that utilized her strengths in ways that she knew was going to energize her, and industries that were actively looking for people with her background and skill sets. This client ended up landing a role at a program manager level that pays her about, I think it was back then, $18,000 more than her previous job. She was able to get flexible working arrangement. She was able to focus on work that feels meaningful to her and combine this with something that she had always been interested in, science. She did this without getting additional degrees, mind you, right? The issue isn't that good jobs don't exist. The issue is that most people don't know how to uncover them, right? You're usually over-relying on the most popular job boards. You're applying to the same roles as everybody else because everybody's using those same job boards, and you're not doing any deeper research that is needed to find hidden opportunities. And so here's one thing that I want you to try today to address this lie. Instead of just searching for job titles, start actually researching the companies whose values match yours, right? Like look at their career pages, follow them on social media, see what kinds of roles they're creating, and you will be surprised at the opportunities that you discover are available to you. I should also mention here that in my program, I provide my clients with a list of over 100 job boards. So we're not just focused on LinkedIn and Indeed, because again, those are super saturated, but we have niche specific job boards to make finding the right roles so much easier. Now, I know there's a chance that you might be listening to me thinking, this all sounds great, Dr. Tega, but what if I try to make a change and it doesn't work out? What if I leave my current stable job and end up in something worse? And you know what? That's a valid concern. It's a real concern, and it's exactly why you need a strategic approach rather than just jumping ship randomly, right? The women that I work with who successfully change careers don't just quit their jobs and hope for the best fit. Hope is not a strategy. They do research, they clarify what they want, they position themselves strategically, and they often have multiple options before they even make a move. That's the difference between a desperate career change and a strategic one with an abundant mindset. When you know what you want, when you understand your value, and when you have a clear plan in place, you're not gambling with your future, right? Like you're not playing roulette, hoping you just land a job. You're making informed decisions. So the risk in this case isn't changing careers. The risk is actually staying somewhere that you know is killing you slowly every day. Somewhere that is draining your energy, draining your confidence, and draining your potential. Okay. So if you are ready to stop believing those lies and take action on changing careers, I want to invite you again to watch my free training called Leave Your Miserable Job and Live a Fulfilled Life in 2 Simple Steps. In this training, I will show you how my complete career discovery research system will help you uncover career options that you probably don't even know exist yet. In this training, I also walk you through how to identify your transferable skills, how to position them strategically, and find roles that align with your values and pay you what you're worth. In this training, you will also learn the exact framework that my clients use to make career changes without starting over and without taking a pay cut or even going back to school to get another degree. Okay. In fact, the average salary increase for women in my program is $35,000. Okay. In the end of this training, you're also going to learn more about my program if you want to move forward and join us so that I can coach you towards making a career change. You can just click the link in the description below or go to leaveyourmiserablejob.com to register for the training and start watching today. So as we wrap up, here's what I want you to remember. These 3 lies: that you have to start over, that you need more qualifications, and that good jobs don't exist are keeping you stuck in a job that doesn't serve you. And they're just that. Lies. The truth is that you have more options than you think. You are more qualified than you realize. And there are fulfilling, well-paying jobs out there waiting for someone with your skills and experience. And you deserve to do work that energizes you, that values you, and pays you a salary that matches your skill set. You don't have to settle for a job that drains you just because these lies are running rampant in your head and have convinced you that this is all that's available, because it's not. Okay. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. At the very least, I hope it's going to help you see career change differently. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons below if you did find the video helpful. And before you go, hold on. There's another video that's popping up on the screen right here. It's like probably above my beautiful monstera. It's on the screen. Click that video, watch the next video so that I can continue to help you in your career.